Hello, welcome to this lesson on simplifying surds. This is all non-calculator work. Okay, so the starters here, have a go at the starter, just pause the video, have a go, and just write down the first 15 square numbers. Okay, welcome back. If you did the starter, then you should know that, for example, 1 squared is 1, because it means 1 times by itself. 2 squared is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 sevens are 49. 8 squared is 64. Then you got 9. 10 squared is 100. 11 squared is 121. 12 squared is 144. 13 squared is 169. And 14 squared looks just like it, but a bit different, 196. And lastly, 15 squared is 225. You'll need these square numbers all through this task, so make sure you've memorized the square numbers. Make sure they're written down would help, okay? Right, so first things first, what is a surd? Well, the top row here, root 5 is a surd, root 17 is a surd, root 24 is a surd, and root 120 is a surd. These ones here, root 9 is not a surd, nor is root 25, nor is root 100, or root 144. That's because the square root of 9 is 3. It's a whole number. Square root of 25 is 5, because 5 squared is 25. 10 squared is 100, so root 100 is 10, and root 144 is 12. Right? A surd is any square root of a non-square number. All right, so these are all not surds because they give you a whole number answer back. These all here, put these in the calculator, you'll just get nasty, non-recurring, non-terminating decimals. So a surd is the square root of any non-square number. But all we can do to make them look better is to simplify them, which we're going to do now. So here's a few examples here. All right, so perhaps pause the video and then write these down and come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. Now look at question A. 8 is definitely not a square number. See, look at the square numbers. It goes 1, 4, 9. 8 is not a square number. All right, but if you think about 8, all right, you're trying to find today now, is there a square number that goes into 8? There is, okay? Because I know that 8 is 4 times 2. So I can break 8 down. I can break the surd down into 2 different square roots. Now 8 is 4 times 2. And I chose 4 because, as you see, 4 is a square number. All right, 4 is 2 squared. So now I can work this out because I know the square root of 4 is 2. So this is just the same as 2 times square root 2. Remember though, at this level you can omit the times sign because it's bad style. All right, and you can just write this as 2 root 2. And if you've got a decent calculator, if you put root 8 in and push equals, you will get 2 root 2 back. Okay? Same thing for root 12. Look, 12 is not a square number, but I know that 12 is definitely 4 times 3. And again, 4 is a square number. Root 4 is 2. So this will be 2 times root 3. Again, I'll omit the time sign this time, and I'll just get 2 root 3. Now, root 18, if you think about 18, 4 doesn't go into it, but the next square number, 9, does. Okay, so I think 18 is 9 times 2. And I picked 9 because 9 is square. Remember, the root of 9 is 3 because 3 squared is 9. So this is going to be 3 root 2. 3 times the square root of 2. Same for this one. Okay, root 50. If you look back at your square numbers and check, 1 is no good. 1 is no good to anybody, okay, because you're going to get the same number back. 4 doesn't go into 50, nor does 9, nor does 16, but 25 goes into 50. So I could write this one as the square root of 25. And how many 25s are in 50? Well, it's 2 again. Remember, square root 25 is 5 because 5 squares 25. So this is 5 root 2. And this last one, okay, root 300. I'm looking at this one. Now for this one, you could pick 4. You could pick 20, you could pick 25. But if I see a number ended in 2 zeros, I'm happy, because if it ends in 2 zeros, it must be in the 100 times table. And well done for us, look, see, 100 is a square number. So 100 is a really useful square number. This is just 100 times 3. And root 100 is 10, because 10 squared is 100. So this one would boil down to 10 root 3. Sorry, that's a really bad 3 there. Boil down, this would be 10 root 3. All right, those are the examples done. So find the square number in the number, break it down, work out the square root, and then you are done. All right, so the main task now, there's loads here, okay? You could try, you could pause the video, have a go at these, and then come back when you're ready to see the answers. All right, and after the answers on the video, there's also a challenge question if you fancy a go. Okay. So welcome back then for the main task answers. All right, just pause the video here and mark what you've done, and then come back when you're ready. And here was the challenge question. All right, I'll leave that to you guys. There won't be a solution on there for this, but you gotta have a go yourself. Try and push yourself to that one. And then now the checking questions. Okay, so pause the video, have a go, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So this first one, okay, root 405. It's quite tricky without a calculator. And if you scan through all the square numbers, it might take you a while to spot what's going on with this one. But sometimes you can use a trick to help you. See, if I see this number, I'm thinking, what goes into this definitely? Well, see, it's definitely in a 5 times table because it ends in a 5. So you might try doing, say, on the side of your page, how many 5s are in 405? Well, let's have a look. 0, remainder 4, 81. And luckily for us, look, 81 is a square number. So sometimes, if you're stuck sometimes, just try dividing by a number you know that works, and sometimes the answer will be a square number. Then you win. This actually is 81 times 5, which is great news. Okay? Because root 81 is 9, because 9 squared is 81. So this number here, okay, is actually just 9 root 5. And then we are done. And then question 2, Paul's been asked to simplify root 48. And he got an answer of 2 root 12. Well, I think Paul must have done this. He must have done 48 is 4 times 12, look. And root 4 is 2. Yeah, that's what he's done. And he's got 2 root 12. Now he says, look here, improve his work. And you can improve this because if you look at 12, you can do better than root 12. See here, look, root 5 is what I call a dead surd because you cannot break root 5 down. There's no square number in 5. But if you look at 12, 12 is actually, I call it alive. There's a square number in 12. Okay, think about root 12. I will put, say I'll put it over here somewhere. I'll put it by here. Root 12, remember? 12 is actually 4 times 3. You see? And 4 is square. Root 4 is 2. So remember, root 12 is actually 2 root 3. It can be simplified down even further. So this just means 2 times root 12. That's what it means. Remember the time sign's gone. Put it back in. And we know root 12. See, root 12 is 2 root 3. You see? And luckily for us now, it's easy because, 2 times 2 is 4. So in the end, the best answer you get for this one is 4 root 3. Some people spot, I'll do it in blue pen, some people spot that 48 is actually got 16 in it. Some people spot that 48 is 16 times 3. and root 16 is 4. So they could get the answer like that straight away. But if you're struggling, always check for your surd. If it's not dead, then you've got to make sure you find the number in it, okay, and simplify it down. But apart from that, that's it. Okay, so thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.